Hello everyone, what's cooking, all you good looking people out there, and welcome to another exciting episode of GeoGuessr. Here we are in yesterday's daily challenge location. What a weird spot. My goodness, it is a crazy roller coaster pathway that goes through this courtyard over here. Very fun, you know, look at that. Fun thing to walk. We got someone about in the, a little bit, not even at the middle point, right over here walking along it. How weird is this? It is super weird. But it is time for me to make a guess as to where I think it is. What country would do something fun like this? I don't know. Germany? Yeah, Germany sounds like where they would do something fun like this. Let's go near Hamburg. So I feel like guessing up around this area. No, not too much further south. Hamburg seems to have something, seems like it could have something fun like this. And right there. Let's make the guess, and the answer was, no, it was actually France. France, of all places, would have a fun place like this. And it would be right over here, Fontevraud Hotel, Fontevraud Abbey Royale. Wow, there you go. That is something. I'm guessing this is like a castle. Maybe it's privately owned now. One of those, because I'm fairly certain that thing that goes on in France, a lot of castles, former castles, are now privately owned. Well, I'm glad to see this one with proper upkeep, because apparently a lot of them, go into a state of disrepair, and castles, very expensive to keep up. Not everyone can afford it. So there you go, 2179, very cool. All right, here we are in today's daily challenge location, a beautiful chapel on a nice little hill overlooking this beautiful, valley filled with plains and crops and fields and some sort of little village, mountains in the distance, beautiful clouds, and a nice blue sky. Really one of the most picturesque locations we've seen in quite a while. And today's daily challenge, meaning it's up to you guys to tell me where in the world do you think we are. All you need to do is put your guesses down in the comment section below. Tell me where in the world you think this is. And in tomorrow's video's comment section, I announce the winner, the person that guesses closest. Now, there are no prizes, but there is glory to be won. So if you are interested in becoming the day's top GeoGuessr, then tell me, where in the world do you think we are right now? All right, here we are in the main section of today's video. And today we have got a viewer challenge, as we always do. Viewer challenge brought to us by none other than our good friend Themo Harmon. That is right, Themo Harmon. Now this challenge does have a very, very specific theme. It is all about the Dutch province of Utrecht. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but the name actually is kind of familiar. Now, again, since it's one Dutch province, it means that this is not going to be a very difficult challenge. It's not really going to be about guessing where we are. In fact, I guess the first guess is going to be me trying to find out where I think it is, and that means I'm just going to not look at provincial lines. I'm just going to make a guess as to where I think it is based on what we see, and then after that, well, it'll probably just be informed guesses based on kind of what we're seeing. But the fun part is going to be, seeing how different one Dutch province can look. Because, again, one single Dutch province isn't very big. These are quite small provinces when you think about it. So, really, how different can it look? Well, we are going to find out. Now, the name of that province does ring a bell. It feels like I learned about it in school with some kind of treaty of Utrecht or something like that. It happened in the 1600s. I don't really know what it is, or maybe in the 1700s. I don't really know what it is. I feel like it had a lot to do with something, and then had a little bit of impact on Canada, but not really Canada. Like maybe it has something to do with like the French colonies that were in Canada. I think it had some kind of impact, maybe ceding some of them to the English. Not really sure. I feel like that's kind of a thing, but I might be completely wrong on that. But thank you so much, Themo Harmon, for this challenge. If you are interested in creating your own custom challenge, whether with a theme, maybe more broad than this, or without a theme, you can look down in the description below to find a step-by-step guide on how to create your own custom challenge and how to send it to me. Also, you can find a link to this one so you can play along yourself. So, let's get right to it. Boom. Challenge accepted. And okay, well, here we are. This, if I had to guess where this is based on the buildings, this looks a lot like that one city. It looks a lot like this place over here, Barl-Nassau, or this area over here. It looks a lot like that city. So I'm gonna guess we're in this area. That kind of makes sense. Do I think that's it? That makes sense. It kind of looks like that city, so I would say that. I mean, of course, it's not my favorite. It is not my favorite Dutch province. My favorite Dutch province is Flavorland. This area over here, home to the host of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. I wish I remembered his name. His name is Guy Fieri. That's it. Guy Fieri, of course, coming from Flavorland. This area over here. Or is it Flavor Town? I'm not sure. Anyways, that is a real shit joke, and that's about as good comedy as you're gonna get out of me. The real question is, am I right in my hunch that we are in this area? Well, I could be completely wrong. But we are currently leaving Loenen A/D Vectionate. Alright, well, that doesn't really help. Do I see that name around here? And the answer, sadly, is no. I don't see that. So, I'm probably wrong about the location that we're in. And Loenen. I feel like Loenen might appear in bigger letters on the map, but I have no idea. Well, okay, where are we? That's just a sign saying that we're entering it. Well, that's clever, isn't it? Oh, look at these. These are like little goats. Oh, wow. These are really cute. Look at these things. Wow, they don't even have a fence. They can just roam right around. Oh, is that a baby one? Or are these all babies? I don't know. I can't tell. But my god, are they ever cute. Wow, look at that. Very cool. I guess there's like sort of like some water, so maybe that actually keeps them from escaping their pen and crossing onto the street. Boy, would that ever be a tragedy. Those things are just too cute to get run over by cars. Of course, that's not true. They're perfectly the right size, but hoping the water keeps them out. All right, Amsterdam is that way. The wharf is down that way. Weesp is... Okay, so let's get a big zoom out and see. Loenersloot is that way. That way is north. Okay, so do we see a Loenersloot? No, we don't. But we do see an Amsterdam. Do we see a Vreeland? Unfortunately, the answer to that is also no. Maybe it's this one. That'd be interesting if that was where we were. Weert? Oh no, that's Weesp. Close name, but no. And again, if I go guess down around here, it's still not true, no matter how much I wish it was. Well, that is very much unfortunate. So we saw the fun little goats. We're seeing all these other names of places. Maybe I'll get lucky and this sign will tell me something. Well, yeah, thank you. Oh, okay, so it's actually named after a city. Unfortunately for me, even with all of that, I still can't see it. God, isn't that bad? You feel like you would see... That's Germany. You feel like you would see the city, but no. And we're not in Flavorland. At least I know that much. And I'm going to keep calling it Flavorland because it's... because it's cool, right? It used to be part of the sea. And it's called Flavorland. It's not. It's like Flevoland. But Flavorland is just... It'd be so great, wouldn't it? It's the land of flavors. There you go. I have no idea. I might as well guess where I think we are originally. So we'll say we're around Tilburg. Make the guess and the answer. No, we're actually much closer to Amsterdam than I would have ever imagined. There's Loosdrecht and there's Loenen and Vetch. All right, there you go. 35-21. So now we know what kind of area we are in general. Belief het Nieuwegein. And then we've got some Morse code, which is great. Fantastic that we get some Morse code signs. You don't see those too often. So, Centrum, I'm guessing we must be in Utrecht itself, if that's actually a place. I mean, I thought it would be, but Midtrek, yeah. Okay. So I'm thinking we're around this area in general. We got a sign there, and it's Centrum West. I'm imagining that means Centrum of Utrecht, but it could also mean Centrum of somewhere else. Centrum, does that mean downtown? I always assume it does. I'm not sure that it really does, but I think it does. Yeah, I mean this looks big. It looks like a nice place. Definitely different kind of buildings. I mean, it still has the same color of brick, but this is a much more modern place. We got some nice, pedestrian walkways. Wow, this one leads right into the building. That's a bit crazy, if I have to say so. Can we go looking wherever this is? No, it's just some kind of parking lot. Oh, it's not as interesting as I was hoping for. That's okay. Let's go down this way. Very modern, big streets. Yeah, big, very wide streets. Got some hedges. What else can we tell about this place? Well, I mean, it does narrow down, and the roads look nice. They look nicely painted. So it is a beautiful looking place. There you go. But the Netherlands, it is a beautiful looking country. So, well, what can you say? It is. We got a bus lane over there. Well, that's always good. Place where the buses can have an expressway. I always like when the buses have like their own special bus road. We have that partly in Ottawa, the city that I live in. Partly has an area. It's like off the highway, another road, like a busway specifically for buses. But for the most part, after that, the buses do just go on the highway. That busway is pretty cool. But highway buses, of course, it's what you got to do. It's the simplest way, especially for a lot of cities. You can't just start carving out fresh new highways everywhere. So we're guessing we're on the outskirts there, like kind of around over here, I'd have to say. Let's make the guess, and the answer was, well, I don't know, kind of. We were, I guess, closer to Nieuwengein. All right, 5819. Now the houses, well, these look pretty similar, but we got a lot of people on bicycles. Everyone likes to ride these style of bicycles. With a lot of people enjoy the low swoop. I guess it's pretty handy, isn't it? Is everyone riding a bike like that? Is that just what people ride here? I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna be getting a new bicycle because the bicycle that I have got completely ruined by it was my own fault. I was biking to work last year with I was biking to work last year on a day that it snowed, and I locked my bike outside on the sidewalk, and I guess the back of my bike was out into the sidewalk, the bike lock area was not on the sidewalk, but I guess the angle I locked my bike, I kind of locked it sideways, so my back wheel was out on the sidewalk area, and one of those sidewalk snowplow machines went by and completely wrecked my bike. It caught the back wheel and completely bent the frame, and I probably could have made a claim to the city, and they might have paid me back, but I don't know. I guess I waited too long, and now here I am. Not gonna do that. I'm just gonna buy a new bike. It's time for a new bike. I always like the look of like a mountain bike type bike. I think those look good. Even though they got that crossbar that I guess if you jump off your bike too much, you can just hit your crotch right on it, and that kind of sucks. But I like the way they look. I don't really want a mountain bike because having a mountain bike and what am I doing? I'm not going to be biking on mountains. I'm not going to be doing too much off-roading, so I don't really want a mountain bike, but kind of somewhere between like a city bike and a mountain bike, somewhere in between. I'm sure they have them, and I think they're called like I don't know. I could imagine crossover, but I'm sure they got better name than that. So something that has the look of a mountain bike bicycle or a little bit of that feel. Not as much as like a city bike, because those Those seem like you're too high up. I don't know. You have it's a weird posture people have when they ride those bikes. It's I don't know. It seems like you're not really riding a bike. You're riding some kind of like weird. I have no idea what. And then there's like the other bikes with the handlebars that are curved in the front, which I'm definitely not going to be getting because I'd like to be able to ride my bike off like a curb, and I don't know, maybe go on like a dirt trail. Having tires that are at least thick, not super thin, at least means you can go a little bit off-road. My God, if there is any kind of sand on the road, you go flying everywhere. At least that's not necessarily true, but for my experience, those bikes do not have very good off-road capabilities. I'd like to be able to cut a corner and ride through grass. There's always, you can cut right through a park or something like that. It's easy to do on your bike. I guess now we are actually going to end up on a highway, so the A12 is this way. So what do we got? The A12 around... No, A2. So this is the A12. Then I guess we're here. Let's make the guess, and the answer was, complete the other side. That's too bad. 4165. Okay. Zara. Now we've got some fancy clothing shops, and now we're in more like a downtowny district, which is pretty good. The body shop, we get some nice shops over there. Again, lots of people on bicycles. Everyone's got the same looking bike. Oh no, look at this. You got a person who actually has a crossbar on their bicycle. Holy smokes. I thought I would never see the day. But there you go. Also, everyone seems to have like these kind of things. People are using their bikes for like real purposes. Look at that. You can actually carry stuff on it. I can guarantee you the bicycle I'm going to buy is not going to have anything like that, because you don't really find bikes like that. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you can buy one of those, but my God, there are a lot of bicycles, which is great to see. It's great to see. Let's see if we can spot a bike that I like, because I'm in the market to buy a new one. Again, I do not like this style of thing. I know it's super handy. It looks handy, believe me. It looks like it actually makes some sense, but I don't know. I guess not enough people have bikes like that around here, so I can't go with one. Yeah, this looks a little bit better. It looks a little bit better in my mind. But geez, everyone's got this. Look at that. It's crazy. You never see bicycles that look like this around here. You'd see bicycles that maybe look a little bit more like this, but ones that look like this with this kind of thing going on, not at all. Interesting. So, what else do we got here? Well, we got some parking. We got someone coming out of like a garage. We've got someone in a suit. Lots of bicycles. They just never end. All fancy, just regular black ones. Nothing on there. Are these bikes where you pedal backwards to brake? Well, they might be. Unless the brake is actually here. No, it's not. Huh. I guess they might be. Or maybe they're not. Interesting. I have no idea. Guess I didn't really consider that. That's interesting. This one, on the other hand, does have brakes the proper way. Also, here's something really handy you don't see on enough bikes. One of these things right here. Oh, man, that is pretty handy. So you don't get your pants caught on there. Chain guard. That is very useful. Chain guard. Also, you don't want to get your pants caught in the chain. That sucks. So if I don't get a chain guard on the bike I buy, I'm gonna have to bring an elastic with me. Have an elastic around my ankle, and oh God, it's gonna be. I used to do that. I have an elastic around my ankle, and then when I would bike, I would put the elastic up around my pants to tie my pants around my ankle. Man. Weird times. All right, so we are. I'm just gonna make a guess. We're still in this province. Almersfoot, is that in here? Yeah, that's in. So let's guess that. Yes, there you go. Got that one right. 6460. And finally, all right, more bikes. Just a ton of bicycles. The rumors ain't true. The Dutch do love cycling. What can you say? It's good. it's a great thing, you know. I wish cities around here were built a lot more with bikes in mind. And it's interesting. You can use well, I mean, I guess you can do that here too. Ride these kind of vehicles on bike paths. Although I do think they're trying to make laws against it, unless this actually is a specific path for this kind of vehicle. But I know there was a store that I would see. It was downtown. Sold these kind of vehicles. Sold these kind of things. They're not like road scooters though. They're a bit different than that. I think. Or something different about them, because they would advertise that you could use them on bike paths. So that I always found interesting. But there you go. Yeah, because they're not something like this. Like is this a different device? I mean, this is a motorcycle, but is this something you could only use on the road? I'm not sure really of the classification here. I'm not an expert. I never went in the store and asked the questions. I just kind of heard about them. Also, nice streets again. Nice little brick paved streets. That's always a good thing to see. And apparently you can park in both ways on the side of the road here. That's a bit of a surprise. You don't usually see that. A lot of places go for you have to park in the direction of traffic on the side of the road. So facing forward on the right, facing forward on the left. If that makes any sense. But there you go. So where do I think we are? Well, we can go check out, very nice homes around here. Lots of hedges and little bushes around here. These got some nice front lawns. Yeah, nice front lawns, little fences and stuff like that. Nice houses. Interestingly, the roof slant faces the front. I'd say that's a bit bizarre. I don't know if that's bizarre. It looks a bit bizarre, but it's not. It's not in a two-story house, but I feel like this is the more common. This is the more common thing you would see rather than this way. But again, this is very common as well, so I guess I don't really know what I'm talking about. So where are we? Let's go with a different city. Let's stop zooming into Germany for whatever reason. And we are going to guess not there. Is there anywhere? So this is probably the limit. We can guess like around... Actually, I don't think we actually went in it proper. I don't think we did. So we could be over here. Nordoost. And the answer was around Soest. 54-51. So, there you go. A single Dutch province. Lots of cool things to see. Lots of bicycle talk. First guess was my guess as to where it was in the Netherlands. I was, of course, wrong. It was this one. We finally saw the namesake city of the province, or the opposite. Not really sure. Then we've got this area here. We actually were there. In this one, we weren't. Over here, we were all the way down there. I guess now I can see the full size of it now, actually. It goes all the way up there. Like that. Got this one right. And then this one, I guess we were actually closer to Utrecht. But we were actually in Soest. So there you go. Thank you so much for the challenge. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Aw, yeah. Cue the royalty-free music. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, everybody. Get on your feet. Stand up, look at the screen, and repeat. I'm gonna like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I love watching Ather vids all of the time. Thanks for dropping by and spending the time. Hope you've enjoyed, and let's get on with our lives. Oh, yeah. Thanks to Kevin MacLeod for these awesome beats. Woo, yeah. Have a good one.